Hello there, out in TV land. Happy Tuesday morning, afternoon, evening, night, depending on where you are in the world. This is so unusual. So I recorded a full-length episode for the Mediocre Black Woman, and normally I have my digital podcast assistant, Michelle, edit the episodes. But because I was, kind of taking my time on getting it to her, I told her that I would edit this week's episode. So, in true fashion, I recorded an episode of what I thought I needed and was supposed to put out this week. And I was sitting here in meditation, and I all of a sudden heard, "Don't do that." I heard re-record the episode right on your phone as a voice note today. So I thought that was really auspicious, and y'all know, if you've been following me for a minute now, you'll know that when I hear things, I follow. I don't always understand why. I am trusting in the process always. So I'm here and in the same seat where I was meditating in, recording this voice note for you all. I think part of what I'm hearing right now too is sometimes we complicate things, make them more difficult than they have to be, and we create obstacles to reaching our success point. Sometimes we feel like things have to be perfect and things have to be just right and packaged neatly so before we put them out into the world. And honestly, I feel like we have been forced into this season of giving up perfectionist tendencies. It doesn't mean we don't show up, in a way that we feel represents us best. But sometimes those perfectionist tendencies block us from really connecting with the people that we're meant to connect with. And so I'm being obedient to that. And so anyway, I'm sharing this message because we are making some shifts and some changes with the Mediocre Black Woman. All beautiful changes. We're leaning more into a space of focusing on our liberation, because I feel like, honestly, we know the systems, we know the structures, we understand what they are, we understand how they affect us and impact us. That doesn't mean we won't stop the work that we do every day to try to change those systems and those structures. Or try to break some of those systems and structures in some cases. But what I really long for and yearn for us is to turn more inward and start focusing on ourselves outside of those systems. What lies have we been told about ourselves because of the way that we've seen the world treat us and the way that we've seen the world treat our sisters and our friends that look like us, And so I just really want us to step into focusing on that inward journey and undoing and unlearning and shifting some of what we've known to be true about ourselves, and examining and understanding why it is that we believe and feel the way that we think about certain things and about ourselves, and ask ourselves the tougher questions and go deeper within, because it's really easy to focus on what's going on out there because everybody's so noisy, everybody's so distracting. History in a way is trying to repeat itself in some cases. And, feel like we've been down this road before. And I think what we need to do right now is just really get in tune, like Cat Williams says, with our star player. You're supposed to have esteem of yourself. It's self-esteem. That's what he says in that. It's one of my favorite Cat Williams stand-ups. I forget the actual name of it, but I always remember the lines from that one. But yeah, we have to get in tune with our star players. And that's pouring into ourselves spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. And turning back inward. What do our friendships look like? Our relationships look like? Our sister friends, our relationship with self, our family connections and ties. Like, let's get inward. Let's get to the things that really matter. And so over the next few weeks, I am recording episodes behind the scenes with some of the people in our community, the Mediocre Black Woman community, that are really working on themselves or have platforms or have been through something, and they're sharing very vulnerably, very raw. And for the rest of the month of April, these Tuesday episodes will be voice notes for now, while we gear up to share some of the new content that we have coming from some of the women that we've interviewed and we've worked with. Everybody that's been on this show is a part of our community. And so I just love how everybody's been authentic, open, vulnerable, taking risks and sharing, And so I'm really looking forward to more of that. And I appreciate how much grace, you all have with me and how you show up in the space. And we're working tirelessly on some beautiful things for you all. But we're going to start here. Continue to do voice notes for the rest of the month. And then we'll come back in May with some really juicy, full-blown content. But I want to spend some more time getting intentional with some of these longer conversations and with the journey that we're all headed into, right? And the road that we're traveling together. So there'll be more voice notes this month. And then we are rolling out something at the end of this week to help us through the reintegration process. We talked a lot about that reintegration in between phase. So we've come up with a beautiful meditation and guide to kind of help you through those moments, because those in-between moments, the reintegration process is very cyclical. And I feel like the moment that we start to understand that, the easier it's going to be for us to move through these moments that feel so heavy and feel like we're in this in-between phase and we don't really know what to do while we're in that phase or in that space. And so we're going to go through reintroductions to ourselves over and over and over again. So this will help us cope with some of these changes that are happening and help us bounce back a lot faster, and help us enjoy and embrace the in-between, the reintegration phases. So I'm looking forward to sharing all of that with you. So we will be sharing that out at the end of this week. And we will get back to Sunday Soul Sessions this week, which I'm really excited about because I love Sunday Soul Sessions. It's one of my favorite parts of the weekend, So we're going to get back to all of that this week. And I can't wait to introduce some more of the longer content that we have going on. And I just hope everybody is doing so well. You're at peace, you're resting, you're relaxing, you're nurturing yourself, your spirit. I am trying to do that. I am exhausted. I don't know what happened, but I had this massive dip in energy at the end of this past weekend into the beginning of this week. And it's so funny, there was one night I stayed up super crazy late last week because I was like, I need to get all this stuff done because I know for a fact that I'm not going to have the energy. And I knew I wasn't going to have the energy, but damn, I didn't know I wasn't going to have the energy like this, I was like, wow, you got me laid up here, just exhausted. I've still been getting stuff done, y'all, but let me tell you, I was like, I need some tape to hold my eyelids open. That's how I was feeling. I was like, what is this energy? So, yes, voice note it is for the rest of the of the month. But I really appreciate you all tuning in this community in this space, and I hope that everybody's getting some rest. I'm about to go do the same right now, and this is such a beautiful time that we're in, and we're getting to recreate and reinvent ourselves. We're getting the opportunity now to really, express ourselves, find ways to liberate ourselves, and to really free ourselves from the things that people have put on us all this time. Like, we have more awareness than we've ever had before, I feel like, and more encouragement, more support across the table, more places to like go heal and rejuvenate, recover. There's so many women doing similar things, similar work, but just in different ways, which is so beautiful. And so there's all these places and spaces that Black women have created, and I just find it to be so beautiful how we create what we need and we collectively heal, and so I'm just happy that everybody's here, and we'll keep doing this work, and we'll keep healing ourselves and taking responsibility for us. And I feel like I'm trying to end this voice note, you guys, but this is how my like real life voice notes with friends go. But I feel like I just keep going on and on and on because I really don't want it to end. But because I love the ones where it's not super structured and I get to just kind of, free verse it, if you will. But yeah, I keep dragging this out. I'm doing the quote unquote Black goodbye where I said goodbye a few times now and I'm still talking. I'm at the front door and I'm still talking to you. And then I'm down the hall in the middle of your breezeway and we're still talking. And now I'm on your front porch and we're still talking. And now I'm standing at the car and we're going back and forth from across the car. And then I finally get in my car to go home. But me and my friends do this all the time. It takes us like probably 15 goodbyes before we just, before we finally call it goodbye for now, See you next time. It was lovely spending time with you, And so, yeah, this is just such a beautiful season, See, I'm going to keep doing the Black goodbye. So I find this to be such a beautiful season because, like, I don't know about y'all, but, like, I've been reframing things. Like, some things are still going to upset me and affect me because I am a human being. Like, I have emotions, I have feelings, contrary to popular beliefs. She's a cold-hearted biatch. Just kidding. So, I was going to say, just kidding, not really. But no, just kidding. She's not. But, like, I feel like even the things that, we perceive bad or I would have perceived bad previously, like, I find that I'm starting to find the beauty in all of the things. Like, even if it was perceived bad, I was like, well, what is the potential blessing behind this, Or what is the potential thing that this might shift or change, How can that change be good eventually? Right now, it doesn't feel so great. But, like, what is it going to feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm full of the energy of possibilities right now. And I just love that that's the space that I'm in. And I feel like we're all kind of like reimagining things. Like, what could this look like? Like, our visions are expanding, And I think that's in large part to a lot of the healing and reflection work that a lot of us have been doing. Like, the comments you all leave on some of these posts, I'm just like, wow, the reflectiveness, the self-awareness, the willingness to really get into your bag about your freaking healing and your growth. And, like, I don't know, I just feel like we're in such a season where it's like, let's continue to take charge of this and let's stop being a victim to, because we're not victims, we're victors. We've always seemed to turn lemons into lemonade, something sour into something so sweet and so beautiful, right? And so all I'm saying is, let's keep getting into that. And I feel it's all like really being pulled simultaneously to like really celebrate and enjoy that collective shift, that collective healing. I don't know if you guys can feel it, but I've been feeling it a lot lately, where it's just like so much alignment. Everywhere you turn, there's signs, there's signals, So anyway, that's my little ramble for the night. But I just feel like we're on the brink of something so beautiful. And if we all just keep doing our collective work, like you just doing the work for yourself actually affects so many people around you. It affects your family lineage. It affects your friendships. It affects the places that you work in and you touch. It affects so much more than just your little corner of the world to do the work for you. And so sometimes when we feel like, oh, we're being selfish for doing this work and focusing on ourselves, it's not selfish to do that. It's actually helping the collective. It's actually supporting everyone else by doing your own work. And so, so juicy, so juicy, 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 juicy. I got that juicy, juicy. Like, it's so juicy. And I just love that energy and that space for us all. I am going to say goodbye now, because if I don't, I'm going to have to do a firm goodbye, because I'm going to keep dragging this out. I know you guys don't want me to leave, and I don't want to leave either, but I gotta go right now. I'm projecting. You guys didn't tell me you didn't want me to leave yet, but I'm projecting. So anyway, okay. I'm gonna go now, because I need to go to sleep and get some rest so I can get myself back together. I don't know why my energy has dipped this much, but I first saw it coming, to be honest. I felt it last week. That's why I was like, let me do all this work while I still have the energy. And now this week I'm just kind of easing and flowing with, when things can get done and when the energy permits. And I'm so grateful to be able to have that flexibility in the first place, But anyway, this has been beautiful. I love dropping you guys these little voice notes. It's like a little nudge from my spirit to yours. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you all in the comments and chit-chatting with you guys. I miss you. And I can't wait to just connect some more. So have a wonderful, beautiful, prosperous day. And if the only thing that you get done is getting out of bed, breathing a breath, opening your eyes, man, you have done so much, sis. So I'll see you guys next time.